Coffee Chat number 2. And today we're going to talk about how Jeff and I have prepared for the unexpected. You know, like this Hurricane Ian that came through was an unexpected thing. What kind of things have we done to prepare for the unknown? Maybe while we're out traveling. We get lost a lot even with GPS, but what would happen if we got lost to the point we ran out of gas and couldn't get help right away? You know, how are we going to make it maybe a day or two? Right? Yeah. So what we do have prepared is a survival kit that is in our car that my brother David was graciously enough bought for Jeff. They had been looking at stuff and they really liked this kit, and as a gift for our travels, he bought this for Jeff. So we just want to take a little bit of time to kind of go through what's in this kit, and maybe it'll give you some great ideas also. So Jeff, you want to go ahead and share what is in your survival kit?
Okay, our survival kit
is a survival kit.
It's a survival kit. It's got a survival guide, even if you get a lot, you know, can read things, figure out what you need to do.
Might have some great suggestions in there of things you may not have thought of.
Yeah, there's fishing line in there, there's hooks in there, all kinds. Razor.
Not only first aid, but actual survival things.
Survival stuff too, yeah.
That's awesome.
So it's awesome.
What else you got there?
It also came with a radio, which is very important. So, you know,
it's a weather radio too, right? And it has AM, FM.
AM, FM, solar, hand crank, USB, and AAA batteries.
Because one thing we've learned is knowing the weather when you're traveling is important, because we were at camp, camping. Because we don't listen to the news and we don't have TV, and all we do is really watch little things on our phone once in a while. But most of the time we're busy riding our bikes, going around the area and stuff like that. We had no idea there was a hurricane forming out there, and we just happened to go to a social event at the campsite where we were, and they were all talking about this hurricane, and we were like, we were really just stunned, like, oh, we had no idea. We were really uninformed, so we wouldn't even known.
Right.
We need to kind of go through and make sure our ears and our eyes are focused on what's going on, and not panic, but be prepared.
Yeah, it's nice to be, you know, camping and enjoying that yourself, but you also need to know what's going on around you at the same time.
Right.
All right.
So you got a weather radio, so you can know the weather. That's important.
It comes with a blanket.
This is a
survival blanket.
Survival blanket. So this is for cold weather, Jeff?
Yes.
An emergency blanket, it actually says, yeah.
Yeah. And then with the kit that I showed you the first time, there's one in there too.
Wind, it says wind and waterproof.
Yeah.
Hey, that's important if you're in a rainstorm and you're lost.
Absolutely.
You want to stay dry, because there's nothing worse than feeling soggy, lost, wet. I'd be crying.
So if you're out there and you're trying to survive, the last thing you want to do is try to find all your silverware and everything else you have. Well, and the little gadget comes with it. Got a spoon, a fork, it hooks her to your belt or belt loop, however you want to do it. Can opener, bottle opener, little wrench, all kinds of great stuff in there to help you survive.
Yeah, that's awesome. Of course, we have to share it.
Comes with 160 matches, waterproof matches. Then the kit also has some matches in there too. So I think we have a lot of matches, which is really hard with them.
Matches are important if you need heat, a heat source, or you need to cook something. Because doesn't food come with this kit?
Yeah. There's all kinds of food that comes with it. You have different things you can use for foods. You have chili mac.
Oh, chili mac. Everybody likes a good chili mac. Especially if you're cold and you're lost, or you're just cold and you're in a place that you know your car's broken down and you need to eat.
So getting up in the morning, you're still hungry. strawberry
Cream of wheat.
cream of wheat.
He's excited because it's flavored cream of wheat. Strawberry.
Then we have homemade potato soup. So besides the chili, you got homemade potato soup. So every time you're out and you broke down and it's cold out or wet, you have all your warm stuff to help keep you warm. And
Right. Like, I don't know if it's a cold day and you're stuck out there.
yeah,
You got
without
some
your
hot soup to
blankets,
put in, yeah.
soups and blankets. I mean, you're pretty set then.
Okay, so in order to cook your food, you're going to have clean water. So what are you going to do if you
Well-
don't have a water source near you? You're going to have to go look for water.
You put water in this bottle. This is the filter.
So you can put what kind of water in there?
Any water you find.
Yeah, because it does say you could put pond water. Not that I know that I would be brave enough to do it, but it's supposed to filter like that kind of water and bacteria.
Yep.
And when you squeeze the
You put this in there. You put it on, turn it.
squeeze it,
squeeze
and
it.
it goes through the filter,
Goes
right?
through, yeah, goes through
And
the
it
filter.
gives you clean water.
Filters it and recirculates so you can drink it.
Which would be great because now you're going to have something to cook in. And guess what this kit does have? It has pans, right, to cook in.
Yes, it does. Oh,
He has to figure out where he stuck his pans.
I put them to the side of me.
It's a mess kit, actually.
Yes.
A stainless
Stainless
steel
steel
mess
mess
kit.
kit.
Yeah, that's awesome. It has a pan and a pot, and it says the frying pan lid can be turned in to a pot.
Pot.
Or no, a lid for the pot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You need the vice versa.
yeah, that, and it's amazing. It's in a little mesh
Bag.
bag, and it comes in handy. And so, what are you going to cook that on? So it has a little mesh bag that it's in.
And then,
That's
you know,
pretty nifty.
that's awesome. It's all set
It's a
up for
nifty
you.
thing to have.
It's got handles on it so you don't get burnt.
It's got silicone handles, right?
Yes.
So it won't get so hot that you can't.
So
And
then,
how you going to cook it? It comes with a little stove.
a little portable stove. And how you going to heat your water? Or wherever you're cooking.
It comes with
2 prepared Sternos. I think they are.
what do you call these?
Sternos, I think.
These are 6-hour canned
Candle heat.
Candle heat. So you can cook on it, or if you needed a horse. If you needed
You need
a
your
heat.
GPS.
If you needed a heat source. This is why I shouldn't be in front of the camera. You have a 6-hour burn time here.
Yes.
So that's really good. Especially, like I said, if you're out, lost, in your car, on foot. I don't know though, if you're a hiker, do you carry your little kit with you?
No.
Probably not. It's just something to have in your car. But as long as you can make it back to your car,
Yeah.
at least you have this.
I
Or
mean,
if
if
you
you
run
go-
out of gas.
If you're going somewhere hiking, hopefully you got something you can put all that into a book bag or something to carry with you.
Even if you got a flat tire or something, because we've been down some really not so traveled well roads out there.
Yeah.
You know, that you don't see somebody every 5 minutes or whatever. You might not see somebody for hours.
Yeah.
You know, and some of this stuff may come in handy. But this is just one way we have prepared for an emergency in our car. It travels with us, so I mean, too, if we're at camp and we come across an emergency, we also have our own supply that we've done on our own. We have about 6 months worth of ready food, right? Packaged food ready to go.
We have our own
Even
little-
if we're camping and we don't feel like cooking, we can always dig in.
and we have
dig
our
into
own
our
little first aid
box.
kit with some odds and ends in it,
Yeah.
which I'm, you know,
We have our own water filter that filters water when we're at camp. So I think we're prepared mostly. I'm sure there's some things, you know, that we'll learn along the way. We do have a air compressor, so if we do get a flat tire, and we're working on what you're saying, we need to get a jumper
box.
box, because yeah, we have jumper cables, but you need another vehicle for
Yeah.
that. So if you didn't have a vehicle, how are you going to jump your car if your battery goes dead?
And jump box, hopefully it's got the charger you hook into your most ashtrays to heat it, charge it, make sure it's charged.
Yeah. So,
No, a jump box is no good if it's not charged.
but if we get a solar jump, like one of those things that works off of solar power, can you then plug it into something like that. I don't know.
If it's got a plug on it, a regular plug.
Well, a lot of them do have regular plugs,
Yeah.
USB. You know, usually they have multiple plugs on
Yeah,
it.
as long as you can plug it in,
Yeah.
charge it, charge it.
So definitely, there's things we need to add. So if you have some ideas of things that we should add or think about, you know, maybe you've already experienced a lot of this and you see that we're lacking in an area, please share with us what else we need to think about. We try to think about everything, right, from instant coffee to instant creamer because we think instant coffee is the most important thing to starting any day, right?
Important breakfast.
I don't think I could start my day without coffee. Do you? I'm kind of a grump until I get my coffee. I'll tell you that. When I wake up in the morning, that's all I'm thinking about is that first cup of coffee before I start my day.
And she can only be halfway through it. She can still be kind of a grump.
That's not true. I think you should take that back. I think you should take that back. I'm not a grump halfway through my coffee.
I didn't say always.
I think once I get my first couple sips, I'm pretty good.
First couple cups.
Sips, I'm good. He's being mean to me right now. You know, this is how it is after almost 37 years of marriage. 37. But anyways, that's just here or there.
Somebody give her a GPS.
I'm telling you, I don't make a full brain sometimes. But it's okay, he loves me anyways, and I love him just the way he is, and he's not perfect either.
So how much of that coffee have you drank so far?
Quite a bit. Quite a bit.
See what I mean?
He's trying to get me to be quiet. I know after all these years what he's trying to do. But we do appreciate that you have tuned in to listen to us to talk about what we have done and are thinking about future. And yes, we are filming in our camper, not our tent this time, because we came back because of the storm. We got kicked out.
I know you see the yard behind us, but that's just our back end.
And that's just the canvas of our bed. Because we've not been traveling with a camper because the gas prices are very high right now, so it takes too much gas. So we've just been traveling with the tent, and we love our tent, and we love tent camping. We really are like roughing it. We like small spaces. We've done the home, raised the kids, and now we're just trying to figure out that latter half of our life, which we think is mostly we just want to travel and camp. We've always camped with our kids. Every spring break was a camping trip. So it's just the way it is. I grew up with 5 older brothers, so being outdoors comes very natural to me. So that's not an issue. And he likes the outdoors and fishing, so that way it's worked for us. And I can tell you so far, I'm not missing a house. I'm not missing all the cleaning and all the cooking. 'Cause I'm really kind of over all the cooking. I don't know about you. You know, he likes to eat. He would rather me cook. I'm kind of done with it. But he's definitely done with lawn care, right?
Oh, yeah.
You don't miss doing the lawn at all, no. So that's kind of why we chose to kind of be nomads now and just live in our camper and then travel 2 weeks. And then come back and work for 2 weeks and travel for 2 weeks. Our goal is to be full-time, but right now we're just taking it slow. That's why we're slow rolling.
Right.
We're not in a hurry for anything. Again, if you
now you know why we're nomads.
We're nomads. We're mad. That's for sure, as our kids would say, right? But again, we appreciate you tuning into us Nutballs and watching our channel. So if you like our content and what we're doing, please hit the like button. Think about subscribing to our channel to keep up with our journey that we're just living one day at a time. And share with your friends if you think they'll enjoy watching the two of us together, sharing as we go.
Yeah.
We don't have no real plans. Just taking it one day at a time. All right.
About.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
And don't forget to watch the next video that shows up on your screen.